Have you ever wondered why it feels like gambling is everywhere you look now? Why you can't scroll through social media without seeing an ad for a new casino app? Why there's a billboard for sports betting outside your workplace, your school, even your church? Why there are more ways to gamble than there are ways to get help? This isn't random, it's by design. And today on day 49, we're pulling back the curtain. Gambling has become a billion-dollar beast, and you're the target. The industry doesn't care about your dreams, your family, your debt, or your mental health. It cares about your wallet. And every ad you see, every free spin pop-up, every influencer promoting a bet slip, every sports team partnered with a betting company, it's all a trap dressed up like entertainment. Let's talk facts. In the last 10 years, the online gambling industry has exploded, fueled by smartphones, easy payment systems, and unregulated access. Globally, it's worth over $90 billion. The money keeps growing, not because people are winning, but because people are losing more than ever before. And here's the sinister part. The more you lose, the more they profit. That's why gambling is so accessible. That's why there are no barriers to entry. You don't need to walk into a casino anymore. The casino now lives in your pocket. It's open 24/7. No ID checks, no shame, just a shiny app and the illusion of control. It's engineered to be frictionless. Instant deposits, dopamine-fueled spins, fake celebrations, even when you've just lost money. They don't want you to think. They want you to stay in reactive mode. And if you try to quit, try to self-exclude, good luck. Most platforms make it almost impossible. They bury the self-exclusion options in menus, require long waiting periods, and some don't even honor your request fully. Some even email you later with promotions to lure you back, because they don't want you free. They want you hooked. Let's be clear, this is addiction by design. So why isn't the government doing more? Why aren't stricter laws in place? The answer is simple: money. These companies are deeply connected to political power. They pay taxes. They fund sports teams. They sponsor events. They hire celebrities. And in return, they're protected. Regulations move slowly because the industry has lobbyists, legal shields, and deep pockets. And while the addiction crisis worsens, most governments look the other way. Or worse, they profit from it through national lotteries. And here's the worst part. This explosion in gambling isn't reaching the wealthy. It's hitting the working class. The unemployed, the desperate, the depressed, the dreamers, people just trying to survive. They know you are vulnerable, and they capitalize on that vulnerability. Gambling preys on pain. It offers fake hope to people who feel stuck. It tells you you could be rich today, when in reality, it's setting you up to be broke tomorrow. This is why you're addicted, not because you're weak, but because you're being targeted psychologically, emotionally, financially. This is why your urges are so strong. This is why you can't just stop. Because these companies are using advanced neuroscience, behavioral algorithms, and marketing manipulation to keep you locked in, but you don't have to stay trapped. Day 49 is your wake-up call. You are not crazy. You are not a failure. You're in a war. A spiritual, psychological, and financial war. And the first step to winning is awareness. When you see that gambling ad, recognize it for what it is: bait. When your urges spike at night, remind yourself, this is not my thought, it's their programming. When you feel hopeless, remember, this is not the end of your story. You are not their product. You are not their profit margin. You are a human being with a future, with value, and with the power to fight back. If you haven't joined the 75 Days No Gambling Challenge yet, now's the time. Subscribe, lock in, show up daily, and be part of a movement that's breaking the cycle. And for those serious about taking their recovery to the next level, I've created tools to help you stay sharp. The Habit Tracker, to build better routines. The Budget Planner, to take back financial control. The Expense Tracker, to stop the silent leaks in your bank account. All available on my PayHip store. Link in the description below. Don't be fooled. This industry is not your friend. These ads are not harmless. The game is rigged. Not just to take your money, but to take your life. But you're awake now. You're aware. And that means you win. Comment below. I see the trap, and I'm not falling for it. Subscribe and join the challenge. Link in the description to grab your recovery tools. Day 49. The system is rigged, but you're breaking out. One day, one decision at a time.